Hello students, this is Mrs. Miller. Welcome to part 2 of our instructional video on how to understand our schedule. Now, first thing I want to do is I want to look at the generic schedule that you have in front of you. If you look closely, you can see that for period 2, the student has social studies. So what I would like for you to do is I would like for you to take 4 of your strips, because the student will go to social studies only 4 times in a week. Okay, so you have your 4 strips. Now on each strip, I want you to put the number 2, and I want you to put the letter A underneath it as I'm demonstrating. So I want you to put a 2 and an A, and then I want you to put social studies. Okay, so it says second period on your on the generic schedule, but we're going to be calling this block A. So please do that on all 4 of the strips. You only need to do it on 4. Now I finished my 4 strips. If you need a little bit more time to complete this part of the activity, you can push pause and then just go ahead and push play when you're ready to resume. Now, I would like for you to select a different color. Do not use the same color that you used to color these strips. Please select a different color. And please color all 4 strips that same color. You can push pause on the video and push play when you're ready to go on. Okay, I'm just coloring up my last strip here. So I have 4 strips that say social studies. Now this is the part of your schedule that changes each day. So on Monday, you or this student would have social studies from 8:15 to 9:14. So please drop one of those colored strips that says social studies right in the slot for 8:15 to 9:14. On Tuesday, the student's going to have social studies from 10:10 to 11:12 because we're on a rotating schedule. So please put it under Tuesday, 10:10 to 11:12. On Wednesday, can you guess what time the student's going to have social studies? If you guessed 11:14 to 12:22, you are absolutely right. So go ahead and put it there. And then on Thursday, the student is going to have social studies from 1:50 to 2:50. And so you notice that the student has social studies at a different time each day, but the student doesn't have social studies on Friday. It's going to be the same for your schedule. Whatever you have listed for period 2 on your schedule, we're going to call letter A, and you will have it only on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Please push pause on the video if you need to finish this activity. Okay, let's continue. Go ahead and put that whatever colored pencil you use to the side and select a different colored pencil. Select a 3rd color at this time. Now, take 4 more strips of index card. You need 4 more strips. This time, we're looking to see what is listed for period 4 on the schedule. So look at the schedule. This student has math listed for 4. So please take your pen or pencil and put a 4, and this time we're going to put the letter B for each, and we're going to write math. Please do that on all 4 strips of paper of the index card. Do that on all 4. Push pause, and then after you've completed this part of the activity, push play to continue. Okay, you should be finished. You should have 4 strips of index card here, and each one should say 4, have the letter B, and say math. Now go ahead and take this color, whichever colored pencil you have. It's a different color than the homeroom, and it's a different color than whatever you colored for social studies. Please color all 4 strips for math the same color. Go ahead and push pause and complete this part of the activity. Push play when you're ready to continue. Okay, I've just colored all 4 of my strips that say math. Now, can you guess where we're going to put the first math strip? See if you can figure it out. Go ahead and point to where you think it should go. For Monday, we're looking under Monday right now. If you guessed right here, you're absolutely correct. So from 10:10 to 11:12 on Monday, the student will have math. On Tuesday, what time do you think the student will have math? Go ahead and point to where you think we should put our next math one under Tuesday. If you guessed right here, from 11:14 to 12:22, you're absolutely right. So go ahead and put it right underneath there. Now on Wednesday, where do you think this student is going to have math? Go ahead and point to where you think it should go. If you pointed right here, you are absolutely correct. So go ahead and put it right there from 150 to 250 under Wednesday. Now, the student will not have math on Thursday. We're not going to put anything for Thursday because the B always follows A. So there's nothing to follow A here, so we don't have anything else here because this is when you go home. So we will not go to this class on Thursday. Now, that means that we're going to move over to Friday. And what time do you think the student will have math on Friday? If you guessed 8:15 to 9:14, you're absolutely right. So go ahead and put it in there. So I hope you're starting to see a pattern emerge here. You can see that on Monday we go letter A, letter B. Maybe you could guess what we'll put here and here. On Tuesday, A doesn't start till here and B is always after. On Wednesday, A starts right here and then we go to B after lunch and specials because those don't change. On Thursday, A doesn't come until right here, so we don't go to our B block. And on Friday, well, we don't go to A, but A was the last thing we had on Thursday, so we start with block B. Okay? All right, let's continue. In looking at the schedule, we want to see what the student has for period 5. Period 5 is science. So please take 4 strips of the index card. Can you guess what we're going to write on each one? If you guessed 5 and science, you are absolutely correct. So on each of the strips, please put a 5, put the letter C underneath, and put SCI for science. Please do that on each of the strips. Push pause on the video, push play when you are ready to proceed. Okay, I just finished writing 5 and the letter C on each of my 4 strips. They should all have 5, C, and science because the student has 5th period science. So now what I want you to do is choose a different colored pencil. Do not use the same color that you put for homeroom or for social studies or for math. You need to pick a different color this time. I'm going to go with my red. What do you think we're going to do next? See if you can guess what we're going to do. If you guess that we're going to color each of the strips that say 5 SCI for science, you are absolutely correct. Go ahead and push pause on the video and complete this part of the activity. Push play when you're ready to proceed. I've just finished coloring up my last strip here. And so now we need to place these in the schedule in the right spot. Of course, we know our ABCs and we know that C comes after B. So please point to where you think we're going to put science for Monday. If you pointed right here, you're right. That is correct. Now, where do you think we're going to put science on Tuesday? If you guessed right here, from 150 to 250, you are absolutely right. That is correct. Now, since we always have to have B before C, we can't put a C right here because this is when you go home. So we will not have block C on Wednesdays. So that means that on Thursday, we're going to start with block C because we end on Wednesday with block B. So go ahead and go to Thursday and point to where you think we're going to have block C on Thursday. If you guessed we're going to start the day with block C, you are absolutely correct. Great job. Now on Friday, where do you think we'll have block C? If you guessed right here, you are correct. Good job. Now, please take 4 more strips, and we're going to continue with our schedule. This student has, for period 6, reading. So please, on each of the strips, put a 6, the letter D, and put RD for reading. Push pause on the video and push play when you're ready to continue. Okay, you should have 4 strips that say 6D reading. Now I've selected another colored pencil, not any of the ones that I've already used. I'm going to color each of my strips and then I'll be ready to continue. Push pause on the video and push play when you have colored each of your strips. Okay, I've just finished coloring each of my 4 strips this color. Now let's go ahead and see if we can figure out where to put each strip. Remember, D always comes after C. So on Monday, the student will have period 6, or letter D, from 150 to 250. Now D always comes after C. So this person will not have block D on Tuesday because C is down here. The next time this person will have block D is, did you guess? Starting the day at 8:15 to 9:14 on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, this person would have reading from 10:10 to 11:12 because C always follows D. And what about on Friday? Where do you think the student will have block D? If you guessed 11:14 to 12:22, you are absolutely correct. Push pause on the video if you need a little bit more time to finish this part of the activity. Now, in looking at the schedule, we still have to add what is for period 8, or that's going to be block E. And on this schedule, it is language arts. Please take 4 strips of paper, write 8E, language arts, and color each strip a different color than you've already used. Push pause on the video and then push play when you're ready to continue. I now have 4 strips that say language arts. I put 8 and I put the letter E and I've colored them. Now let's go ahead and figure out where the student is going to have language arts. You can see that for Monday, we've used up all of our time and it's time to go home. That means the student will not have language arts on Monday. The first time the student will have language arts is going to be Tuesday. So we'll fill it in. And then on Wednesday, the student will have language arts from 10:10 to 11:12. On Thursday, the student will have language arts after reading from 11:14 to 12:22. You can see that E always follows D. And on Friday, the student will end the day with language arts. We always go from D to E. This, my friends, is how we do block scheduling. Go ahead and look over the schedule and see if you can find the pattern that has emerged. Next, we're going to work on your own schedule, and you're going to figure out your schedule for each day because, as you can see, every single day is a little bit different. Do not hesitate to ask me or any of your other teachers if you have any questions.